Hi, Floss Tube. I'm Crystal,
And I'm Lisa.
and we are Stitching the Dream. Compliments of Panera.
So we just met for lunch
Yep, we went to Panera.
because we wanted to eat healthy and have a nice salad. So with our baguette, I loaded up so much butter on that thing. It was really healthy. Loved it.
Well, it was real butter. It wasn't that cheapy margarine stuff.
And then they made us take all the extra butter home.
I know. Did
I
you
didn't
guys
did
know?
that. I didn't know they
I
did
know.
that.
If you have a couple of extra packets of the butter,
Even if they're not open,
if they're not open, you haven't touched them, they have to throw
they
them
throw 'em
away.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. And so the guy came around. Unfortunately, we had a lot of butter pats on there, and like about 4 left. And he's like, "Well, do you guys want to take those home?"
Yeah, he said if they just pick them up, they throw them away. They have
So
to
I
throw
picked
'em
them
away.
up and put them in my purse. Hopefully, I remember to take them out of my purse so that I don't puncture them and then have melted butter all over.
Yeah, that'd be gross.
That would be
That would
really
be
gross. Yeah.
Anyway, fun week.
It was a fun week.
Yeah,
I-
you had a fun week.
I know.
Poor you.
It was terrible at first. So you can probably see a little bit once I get a little bit closer, but I had eyelid surgery this week. And see, they had to cut.
Look at me, I'm doing like you. It's like, and I did not.
Yeah, so they have when your eyelids are so heavy that they land on your eyelashes and sometimes go over your eyelashes, your insurance will pay, because what happens is it doesn't allow your eye to open all the way. So when you're looking straight and you want to look up, most people can just look up with their eyes and see the top of a ceiling. But because my eyelids were so heavy on my eyelashes, I had to tilt my head up a little bit,
And you got that thing in your neck.
and I have a
anyway.
fusion in my neck.
Oh,
Actually,
man, I
I'm
didn't
not
even
real
think-
me anymore.
I didn't even think about the neck thing.
Well, and I didn't know that I was doing it. And the other thing I was doing
Huh.
was lifting my eyebrows up all the time.
We thought she was surprised all the time.
But what it was,
Really, she
is
just couldn't see.
I couldn't see, and I was trying. And the doctor said, "Do you get tension headaches?" And I said, "I get headaches all the time." And they said, "A lot of it is because I'm doing this to try and lift the eyelid. But now I don't have to because I had the surgery." Now, you see how nice this looks now?
It didn't look so nice last
Oh
week.
my gosh. Even yesterday, so I had the stitches out of the eyelid yesterday, and then I had the stitches because I was sagging down here. They did cut the skin into the eyebrows, and they lift the eyebrows up too. And so when I got out of surgery, that first day, I was swollen, where it was like all this, because this was swollen, and this was swollen, and this was swollen, and I could barely see.
Was it the next day that I came
And
over?
the
or
next
the day
day,
after?
the next day, the bruising came in, and I had on both. It looked like I was a 2-year-old with her mommy's makeup kit.
No, you remember the scene in the first Rocky movie when he
Yes.
got beat up so bad and his whole face looked like hamburger? She looked like hamburger. I'm sorry, sweetie.
It
I didn't want to tell
was
you that.
bad.
I just made sure she wore sunglasses when we went out.
I did. I wore sunglasses for the first couple of days. But every day it got a little bit better and a little bit better. And I just had the stitches taken out yesterday. And I still have swelling, in
They
and
look great.
around here.
They look
And I
great,
still
though.
have a little bit of bruising and a little bit. I don't know why I bruised so much underneath this eye, because I didn't bruise underneath this one. But I had to wear an ice pack, so I made my husband go out and buy me a face mask that you can put in the freezer. And then every day the swelling started to slowly go down, the bruising started to go down, even though I have some foundation on. So I couldn't work for the week. I wouldn't have gone
Yay.
out in public.
You couldn't work.
No, but
Any leisure.
yeah, I was, and so basically I stitched, spent time with my grandchildren, and read, because
spent
my
time with
vision,
me, you spent
and
time
I
with
spent
me.
time with you. I went over to your house and I stitched while you cleaned.
Yeah. I had a showing on the house, and she's like, "Do you mind if I just stitch?" "No, you go ahead." I'm sweeping, I'm dusting, and I don't clean well. I don't clean well at all. But
So
anyway.
when I came to her house, I opened the door and came in. She wasn't there yet. She took her daughter and son-in-law to the airport.
That's right.
And so I got my stuff out and I'm like, Alexa, play Golden Oldies. And so she comes through the door later and she goes, did you change the radio station? And I said, I don't know if I did or didn't. I just told Alexa what I wanted to hear. And I'm like, I got to get one of these.
Well, the best part though is because we had to leave by 4:45 because I had a 5 o'clock showing. So, so I thought it'd be fun. So I was like, Alexa, set a reminder for 4:40. And of course she asked, well, what do you want it to say? I was like, get the heck out of the house.
She didn't say heck.
Yeah, I didn't.
But it was fun.
So she's like, oh, she's not really going to say that. And I'm like, yes, she will. So come 4:40, here's your reminder to get the heck out of the house. She's like, it happened. It was so
I'm
fun.
like, this is so much fun.
Yeah, so
I mean,
it is a lot of fun.
For
I like
people
having
who are single and they just want to have someone else talk to them besides their cats and their dogs, get an Alexa.
yeah, because they're entertaining.
Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. So that was my week.
Yeah.
What happened to you this week?
Well, I had my grandson turned 7. That was
That was
exciting. He had a birthday party, so that was a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Loud. I forget how loud the family is. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that might have happened this week.
Really?
Though.
You, huh?
I
That
don't
thing
know.
that's a little glittering.
Look at that!
Someone got engaged.
I did. I got engaged.
Oh my gosh, and it's gorgeous. Put it up. Let them
It-
see.
Isn't it pretty? It's
Oh
a-
my
it's-
gosh, it's beautiful.
I love it. It's absolutely perfect.
It is
absolutely
you.
Perfect. Yay!
That was so sweet. And wait a minute.
What?
You guys went to Florida.
We did.
He
Yeah.
went for work and you went to sit
Yeah,
on
but
the.
we've recorded since then, though.
We
'cause
did?
I've been back a couple weeks now. Can't you tell my faded tan?
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember being glow in the dark.
Yeah, so
before my
it was
surgery.
it was
yes.
actually he proposed the evening we got home from Florida. I didn't share it on our last video though because I wanted to
Get the
my
room
actually
sized.
well that and he had made a deal with my grandsons that when he proposes to Ging, they call me Ging. I don't know why.
I think it's adorable.
Yeah, so he said, well, when I ask Ging to marry me, will you guys help me? And of course they
so
like that. You know, they're 5 and 6, no, 6 and 7 now. But so he re-proposed to me the following Sunday. So then I felt that was
So
officially
sweet.
official. So that's when I
Yeah.
decided I would share this with the world.
When the boys could help.
Yeah, and it was so cute. Oh my gosh, I cried like a little girl. So did he. It was great.
That is
It was
so
great.
sweet. I love him.
Me
He is
too.
a sweetheart.
Me too.
So, how about we talk Stitch?
So not only did I have a birthday party and drive to the airport a gazillion different times and get engaged, I got a lot of stitching done this week. I have 4 whips.
Wow.
I didn't finish anything, but I got 4 whips.
But you made a ton of progress on your 4 whips.
I did. I made a little bit on this one. So this one I started before Stitch Away. This is Sobre la Neve by Renato Perlin. I love this one. I think it's really pretty, but it's kind of hard to stitch because it's so random. So this is where I'm at now. You know, so it's getting there. It's just really putsy, but I like how it looks. I think his stuff is really
I
dainty.
love his stuff.
Yeah, and I'm stitching on 40 count. You know, so it's quite small, but I like stitching on 40. It's
Ooh.
my favorite.
I just don't have the eyes for it.
Now you do. See what I did? This one I started this one too. This is Erica Michaels, Thanks to the Brave, on gauze. So this one I started just the other day. But look how cute that is.
But tell him what happened with the matting.
Oh, that's right. Because I think I did
You-
talk about this last time. So I had the gauze placed between 2 pieces of mat board, which I never can remember, and it worked great. It actually worked really, really great. Except I must be a very aggressive stitcher apparently, and it started pulling away from the adhesive. So if you're a gentle stitcher, the mat board I think will work great. So I ended up just doing it the way the instructions said. I put it on some cotton cloth and I just cut the piece up. But look how, I mean, it's so sweet.
That is adorable.
It's, you know, the one strand over one, and it's the continental stitch, not a full cross. You know, so that's kind of fun to do too.
Wow.
I didn't think I would like this much, but I really am enjoying this.
It's so clean.
Right?
It
Yeah,
is
I like
so
that.
clean.
So another one I was working on, my Death by Cross Stitch, because I got, oh, I'll talk about that later, but that's where I'm at now. So that's my Long Dog Sampler's Death by Cross Stitch. Oh, and apparently I was wrong. So I made the assumption based on what I was told that liefde is Old English for love. It's not, it's Dutch, and it's in the current language. Is that correct? The current language?
Yes, they said that they still use it.
Yeah, so this is
But
actually
talk about your...
Dutch. I'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay.
But the most progress I made was on...
This is amazing, all
I
the
know.
stitching you've gotten
I
done.
have no life.
Oh my gosh.
So I was working on my Quaker piece by Remembering Bygone Stitches. So this is the pattern cover. But I think I was almost 3/4 done last time. So this is where I'm at now. Da-da-da, look at that.
You
Think
are
I
going to
could
be done
Yeah,
so soon.
my goal is to get this done sometime this month. But look at that. I think I'm officially 7/8 ish done. Yeah, so that's all I have.
Oh my gosh, that is so much. Yeah. Well, I have a whip that I turned into an FO.
Yay!
So I'm going to share that with you at the end because I'm going to share what I did, and it's going to correlate with the comments you guys made on what I should do with that last pumpkin. So we are going to, I'm going to share that at the end so that I can do the comments too. But right now, we have some serious haul.
We have some haul. I got a really cool haul.
Well,
that
come on.
That I already showed you. You didn't even know it, but I already showed you. So on my Death by Cross Stitch piece, I love these stretcher bars, these frames from the Almanac factory, the quantum frames. I just love. So I ordered this one specifically to do. It's so big you can't even see. Specifically to do. You like that?
One of those.
We can go back. We'll go back here. So this is the Death by Cross Stitch on my quantum frame. I love these frames though, because especially for large size projects, because you can see the whole thing. It never gets all wrinkly and it never gets all crunchy and whatever.
And where's it from? Because I love when you say where's it from.
Estonia.
Estonia.
So I ordered this like a month and a half ago. And I have to hold it back like this because it is this big. It's the second one that I bought. And I love them because the bars are nice and thick so they don't warp. They don't bend and they're fantastic. I mean, they're a little pricey, but I think they're worth it, especially if you're, I mean, because this piece I'll probably be working on 1.5 years. I don't want it to get all crunchy and gross. So, yeah.
Do you guys remember the Princess Diaries where they're from, somewhere that's called Estonia.
Estonia. No, they're from.
It's I know.
Oh, where are they from?
Where are they from, guys? I can't remember, but it's a name that when she told me where the frame was from, I thought she made it up. And I'm like, okay, really tell me, where's it really from? And she goes, Estonia.
So, okay, I'll probably get this wrong, and I apologize. I think Estonia used to be part of the Soviet Union, I think, and it's up in the in the Norway, Sweden, Finlandish kind of area, up in that part of the world. I'm really probably butchering your country, and I'm so sorry, because I'd like to go visit there. I would love to go and visit this. I mean, in fact, I ordered. I have something else that I've ordered from them that I just got the shipping notification for last week, but it takes a long time to get
because
these
it's from Westonia.
Estonia. Not Westonia, like Wisconsin. Yeah, so, once I got the tracking information, so I was kind of following it from Estonia until it hit the United States, and then nothing. And it took 2 weeks to get through customs to my door. So I'm expecting that the next thing that I ordered from them will be the same thing. I'll be able to track it up until it hits the U.S. border, and then I'll have to.
Those
Those
Americans.
slow Americans. Anyway, yeah.
They're probably on vacation.
So I love these frames, and you can they have these screws that you just twist, and it makes them bigger so that it stretches the things tighter so that they always are nice and taut to work on.
I love it.
And like I said, especially for large projects like my Heaven and Earth design project I've got on one of the quantum frames, and then the Death by not chocolate, Death by cross stitch I also have on now, finally, a quantum frame. So I'm really excited about that.
That is, and I love it. I love how you're able to make so much progress on that.
Yeah.
I love how it's turning out. Wow.
Me too.
Wow.
Me too.
So did you get anything else? Any other haul?
I did. Because I'm in the Crazy Annie's Fabric of the Month club, so I got my February colors. This one is called Arbor.
I love that one.
It's on 36 count. I'm thinking about I don't know. I'm thinking about using this for my
Daisy.
Remembering Daisies. Is that what it's called? Dreaming of Daisies. I don't know. How do you think that would look on that pinkish purpley?
With the
I don't
green.
know.
The white would show up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about that. So if anybody has received this, how do you think this would look on it? I don't know. Opinions. I love opinions. So you share your thoughts. But that was one color. That is Arbor. The other one I got is the 40 count linen. It's called Brash, which I thought was really cool. So I'm doing. What am I doing? The Majesty, the real tall. I should have brought one. The tall, skinny, Christmassy
That she
tree.
shared last week.
Yeah, the Renato Perlin, that Italian designer that I adore. So doing the math to figure it out on 40 count, it looked like I needed a 12 by 25. No, 12. Yeah, I needed enough. I don't know what I needed. What did I need? I think I needed 12 by 23 or so. I don't know, something like that. So this was 12 by 27, which gives me. It was really close. It was maybe 2 inches short of what I needed because I like to have the 3-inch border. I had enough to do it with the 2-inch border based on the dimensions that they said this fabric was. However, I cut my 12-inch strip, the whole 27-inch, because it's what it tells me it is, 27 inches. And then as a double check before I put it on my stretcher bars, I said, let me just make sure that it's here. It wasn't 27 inches. So be careful. Don't just blindly believe what somebody writes on the thing when you get something, because had I started and made any progress and then got to the opposite end and been out of, I would have been crushed because you put a lot of time into this
That's
stuff.
right. And a lot of money.
And a lot of money.
And so make sure you measure your material.
Yeah.
Because you never know. It could have been cut short 2 inches, and that
and
literally.
they probably didn't even know. It's just they're doing so many Fabric of the Months that it just happens. But that was just a lesson learned for me on that one. I think that's all I have as far as haul. Well, we have a joint haul.
We do.
But I'll let you do yours first.
Okay. So,
Not that we bought joints, but just kidding. Bad joke, sorry.
So I'm a part of the Crazy Annie's Ornament of the Month, and the first ornament was the truck, the red truck, and then the February ornament was the joy, which I will stitch closer to Christmas.
I like the gingham, the black and white gingham.
And I love that top hat. And then this March one is a skate with a cardinal.
Do they all have the checker outline?
They are all complementary to each other. It's a series that they're doing, and you get one a month, and so that way I will have 12 ornaments
that all have
that will have that are complement to each other on my tree. Isn't that cool?
That's very clever.
So those came in, and I didn't get to share with you guys the top hat or the skate. So last time.
It's got a cardinal in it too.
I know. I love cardinals, and that is really, really awesome. So that was it. And then also I had ordered the Country Cottage Needleworks, and it's the
Spring has sprung.
Spring has sprung. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's my eyes. They're still swollen.
She just had surgery.
I just had surgery.
Milk
And
it,
it
baby.
says, I know, really. It has Spring has sprung. And so I am going to be doing this soon. And then, you know how everybody went to Nashville and did market. And so what happened was I had ordered a couple of things, and Steph at Keepsakes brought them back with me. And everybody knows how I love snowmen. So
That's super cute.
it is super cute. And it's put whatever. Patini.
Cross stitch chart. Patini, it looks like. What
Patini.
a fun name.
It is fun. And it's the snowman called Hi Mom.
Back it up a little bit. There you go.
Hi Mom. And it's got buttons, and so it's got the buttons that come with it.
That's cute.
And that is gonna be adorable.
I love the Hi Mom.
I know. And then also while I was there, I picked up the Grow a Garden from Lila Studio, and it says, to grow a garden is to believe in tomorrow. And I absolutely love what that says. And I love the meaning of that, because I also love to garden. And oh, I'm so excited about this one to do. This is usually not my style at all. And but I think I'm going to keep it the way it is and do it in the older style instead of just the modern. Because, you know, sometimes you just got to change it up.
Shake it up a bit. It looks
Shake it up.
crazy.
And then this I got because this is going to be my StitchCon small.
Ooh, you're going to share that?
I'm going to share. And I'm going to start doing that pretty soon. It's hands-on design, and it's stitching is my heart's desire. And so it's a bag
That's
that you
super
put
sweet.
your stuff in. So
I
that's
like it.
I like it too. And then my Stitch Unload stuff. I'm sorry. We're having some difficulties over here.
I'm assuming it's the dog.
I'm wondering
I think
because
it's-
my dog is sitting right here.
No.
And it's really good that this isn't smell-o-vision because and she's looking at us like
Like, I didn't do
Yeah.
that. Yes, you did. You did, Scarlett. I know you did.
so she just I mean it's bad. I'm like, what is she eating? Oh my gosh. And she
Anyway.
just turns around and looks at us like, what? What? Like you don't do it?
I don't. I don't.
I do. Okay, so
These are cute.
back to my haul. Waxing Moon Designs. I love Waxing Moon Designs. And this one is the A Christmas Star. It's May a Christmas from up above. Bless us all with peace and love. And that is, there we go. That is so cute.
I love
Cute.
the swirls on that tree. Look at that.
Oh, I love swirls. Whirls. And then this one is hooray for snow days. Look at these two having so much fun.
I love that the title sings. Hooray!
Hooray! You know what? And however, I think I'm going to put maybe some knit caps on their heads.
Because it's cold in the
It's
snow.
cold and they have mittens and sweaters and scarves. So I think I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to stage in a knit hat. And then, okay, guys, so you're going to see my Playing with Jacks here soon. This went up on on Stitch Unloading, and it's a Sam Sarah, and it's called Frank. It is so much fun, and I'm going to do this.
Did you know that Sam Sarah is one of my favorite designers?
No. Well, look at that.
Isn't that great?
I have not seen that at all. And so I am going to make this, and so to complement my Playing with Jacks. However, I'm not going to stitch the word Frankenflora.
You can't even say the word.
I can't even say it. So why would I want to stitch it? So
So when I do it, I'm going to stitch
she's
Frankenflora.
gonna. She was just
I like it.
I
It's like,
want
oh,
to
I
do
love
that. I know, and
Yeah,
I'm just.
I
Like,
think Sam Sarah stuff is so adorable.
oh my gosh! And these pumpkins, I will probably. Oh, listen, drum roll. I will probably stitch them as it is called for.
No stinking way.
I'm telling you.
No
I'm
way.
telling you.
No way.
Okay, and so this last one is probably from the 1990s or 2000, early 2000, because she is of those colors. I just fell in love with her. I fell in love with
I was
her.
looking to see.
And she is from
She is
Astor
cute.
Place,
It is
and
cute.
I think she's called Angel something. Oh, Red Tapestry Angel. I love her. Look at that, guys.
She's cute. Super cute.
I know. I like her so much. I love her
I
colors.
didn't notice the detail in her dress before.
Yes,
Look at that.
look at that. Swirls and everything.
Oh, I love it.
And so I got that from the same person who did the stash unloading with the Sam Sarah Frankenflora. She's going to do Frankenflora. Frankenflora. I can't even
All of
say
them.
it.
Let me do all
I
Frank
promise
and
this
Flora.
is Diet Pepsi.
It is. It is.
So,
So we have one more
one more.
haul because we
both-
bought it, but we shared we
split the threads.
because there was no way this was going to need both threads. So this is what we are doing. Oh,
We
I took
both
my note.
purchased it. Oh, why don't we just share yours on that? Go ahead.
So we have the cardinal points. I know a lot of people are doing these, so we jumped right on the bandwagon with them.
Yep, we're gonna do a
and I
Sal
think
with
this is-
everybody else.
And I think this is the designer from Long Dog who does a lot
Yes.
of the Long Dog stuff. So we're doing these, and then Krista picked up all the floss, and then we split it into
We just
two
split
different,
it.
so that because there's no way that's going to take an entire
Skein.
So we went
It
through with
isn't.
what we had at home and filled in the rest and split them up. So.
And I just went and picked up the
And
rest
that
of them.
cut down the cost substantially.
gosh.
Good golly.
That, I mean, whoa. With each of us buying all of these fancy threads,
Yeah, because what did you?
it would have been about $50.
Crazy.
Well, actually, it would have been a lot more than $50.
That's
because
just craziness.
It is
so.
craziness. And so we just picked them up and we shared what we had each at our houses, and then
And fill in the blanks.
split
So that'll
the-
be a fun one. I haven't picked up my fabric yet for this, but
Oh, I did. I'm doing it on I'm doing it on Edna's. What the heck?
Edinburgh white.
Yeah, what she
What
said.
count do you have?
36.
Count. Yum yum.
I tried to bring it down so it wouldn't be huge because first of all, people,
It's not that big.
it's not that big for a and it's not Long Dog, but it is
The
the
designer.
designer is the one who designs for Long Dog.
Julia Line is a designer at Long Dog. So.
From Long Dog. And so, and if you know me, you're like, she's never gonna get that done. It'll probably be a several year project.
You'll do it. You're gonna realize how fun and fast that's gonna go.
I hope so.
That's what I think.
I hope so. So,
What's next?
I am going to show you my FO and the whip I worked on. So, guys, are you ready? Drum roll.
We need a drum.
There we go. Look at this, guys. Look at that. And
How cute.
it is very cute. And remember, I said I wasn't going to do the black, but guess what? I took some advice from some of your comments. So I did this in shades of purple. So,
List those.
yeah, I will. They will be listed at the end of ours.
How cute it turned out.
Oh my gosh, you guys,
Kristen
I
did a great
absolutely love that.
I love it in purple. I loved it in the black,
Uh-huh.
but it's really cute in the purple too.
Yeah. And the other thing was too, so here's the picture, and you know how it's got this border on the bottom? I didn't want to take away from the pumpkins, so I just stitched a plain stitched
plain
border. And so what was up on the top, up here, I just changed the color to match my colors, and then I just took it all the way around because I
It
felt
looks
like,
great.
yeah, I felt like that's going to look a lot better. And I will definitely post the colors that we did it in. So I wanted to read the comments that you guys had that were the ones that just kind of resonated with me and helped me figure out what I wanted to do. Lisa Humbert said, use bold colors. And so I felt like the purple were those bold colors. Doreen Walton loved and said, this is really good
I
because,
thought this was excellent advice.
yes, excellent advice. She said, stand away from it and squint and see what's coming toward you and what's receding. And are they blending?
That I'd never thought. Well, I don't.
To put it away from you.
You sound like somebody who studied art or color because
Yes.
that was really
good
insightful,
advice.
Very insightful.
And that's
how
one
it-
of the things that I did. And then I held it back for Lisa to see if what her thoughts of
And then
what
she
was
told
it.
me to squint.
I said squint. And then Mick Lamb, 2011, said to use a brownish purple. And I thought, and that started me thinking on the purple. Sherry Roberts said deep purple. And Tony, Stitchin' in Kentucky, said keep it dark, but do it in a dark complementary color. And I thought, well, since I did so much purple in the middle, I thought that would draw it out. And then Denise Hinkle said, keep darks because the eyes need a place to rest.
See, another brilliant
Denise Hinkle.
way to look at color.
And I'm
things I
thinking,
never
you
thought
know
about.
these things.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have, gone beyond either you're just very natural when it comes to picking out colors because of either something you've had a class or you're just a natural at it. But I loved what she said. Keep it dark because the eyes need a place to rest.
Yep.
Oh my
And
goodness,
you know what,
guys.
and looking at this, it's like, yeah, it does have a nice balance to it. You've got the light
Yeah.
over here, you have the dark over here, you got all the variations in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
And
absolutely.
look, squint. Yeah.
We're squinting.
I think it's
So-
fantastic. I can't wait to see how you
and,
finish it.
Well, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what I'm doing. So I bought this wooden, just stained pumpkin at Hobby Lobby last year at the end of fall. They were selling them like 50% off. And this was like this. So I am going to take this to Keepsakes and ask Barbara to finish this on here. And I want to see about painting it. This is a pumpkin that I put out on my shutters outside. And I love how they did the white, but yet kept the dark surrounding this. So I would like it to be chalk painted with this and then sanded down. And I may do this before I
Yeah, I
send
was
it to
gonna say
Barbara.
you may want to do that
Yeah.
yourself. This is pretty smooth though.
Yeah,
So
it's really
that's gonna
smooth.
be
But
to
yeah,
work
so
on that one.
I've worked with frames before and used the chalk paint and then just went down and used sandpaper and roughened it up. Especially around here, I wouldn't even paint it. I would just kind of sponge it on, wait till it's about 95% dry, and then I start rubbing it with a not a rough sandpaper, but not a really fine sandpaper. It's
Like
an
a
in
medium.
between, a medium sandpaper.
one that's just right. It's like Baby Bear.
And so I'm gonna take that to her
I think
and
that'll
have
look
her do a
fantastic.
hard,
That'll look
hard finishing. So,
I think
yes.
that's fantastic.
And that's what I've been working on. And I frogged so much because I tried different color palettes and didn't like them, frogged them out. There's a spot in here where you're supposed to have, over here where you're supposed to have some arrows that were
Those are
half
the ones
stitches,
that were-
and I didn't like it. And they looked bunchy because I just didn't do a really good job of stitching them.
So it's these down, down
Yes.
here.
And so I just took them out. I was just like,
It's your pumpkin. Do what you
it's
want.
my pumpkin, and I love the starburst in the middle.
Yeah, that's
So
a good
I just
point.
kept that. And I kept that and I let a place for my eyes to rest.
Yeah, you did.
I did. And so this is going to be one of my favorites. And can't you see it with when this is done and then this is done? Oh, the Samsara is going to be so pretty in,
How big is this guy?
I don't know, it's probably about the same size.
Not bad. Oh, wait. Cool.
I know. So that's what I've got.
Yay.
And one more thing, there was another comment on the second video where someone says, don't your bangs bother you with them always coming in your eyes? I'm growing out my bangs.
Uh-huh.
I am. I'm growing them out. So yes, they're bothering me a little bit, but not a lot. Lisa. But by the way, guys, I put more highlights in my hair myself. So I went to the girl the first time and she did an amazing job and had just a sprinkling of highlights. Well,
You wanted more.
I wanted more because I'm a lot of gray. And I was coloring my hair about every 3 weeks. Then I started touching up the roots every 2 weeks and I'm like, this is not a good idea. So I just put more highlights in, especially the warm weather's coming. I mean, who knows? It might push the warm weather sooner.
I hope so.
I know, it's really
So
been
far,
cold
you
here.
brought the cold. Man, we had snow this week.
We did. We did. All right. So, Sheila Burton on the first video wanted to know how to calculate your fabric. So, Lisa
I'm going to totally blow this.
she shared with me on how to do it, and I wrote it down with my different projects so that I would remember and keep the cheat sheet with me. So
There are actually, I think, websites and apps that you can just plug in your dimensions and your fabric, and it'll tell you. But if you don't have access or know how to do that,
so on my playing with Jax.
what you do,
Yes.
you take every pattern will tell you how many stitches, width and length, are in the pattern. So what you do is you'll take the number of stitches for the width. Say there's 60 stitches in the width. So you know that it takes 60 stitches to get from one end to the other. If you're going to do it, my favorite count is 40 count. So 40 count linen, you're stitching over 2. So you take 40 divided by 2. So there's 20 stitches per inch. So you'll take your 60 stitches divided by 20, the 20 stitches per inch, or 18 if you're using a 36 count, or
12 if you're using a 24.
yeah, and so on. So you'll take the 60 divided by 20. That gives you, what does that give me? 3? 60 divided 3. And then just add, if you want a 2-inch border on each side, you'll add 2 inches plus 2 inches, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches wide. And you do the same thing for the height. Okay. If I've confused anybody, I apologize. Just disregard that whole bit. It's really easy, but I like math, so.
Yeah.
But
So for instance, like with the playing with Jax, I used a 32 count. So first of all, you need to know your 32 count,
Is
and you
16.
divide it by 2. So you're going to,
however, if you're doing it over 1, you don't divide by 2. So it all depends on what you're doing.
and if you do it on Ada, you just use the Ada count, right?
Yeah.
So I did 32. I divided that by 2, so it was 16. So my length on my playing with Jax was 117 divided by 16 equals 7.3. And then you add on, I do a 2-inch border, so you add on 4 because you're going to do 2 on the top and 2 on the side. So that made it 11.3 for my length. Then my my height was 74 count, and you're still going to use the divided by 16, which is the half of the whatever count you use. So my 74 divided by 16 equals 4.6. And then we add on 2 for each, and so it was 4. 2 on top, 2 on the width. And so then that made that 8 by 6
8.6.
or 8.6. So I knew how much fabric I needed by that tiny little formula.
Yeah. So you just have to remember, if you're using 40 count, you divide by 20. If you're using 36 count, you divide by 18. If you're using 32 count, divide by 16, and so on. 28 count, divide by 14. So it's math.
Yep.
And I like a 3-inch border, so I have to add 6 as opposed to the 4.
So
Or you can find the app.
or you can just do the app, because I tend to stay away from modern technology as much as possible, because sometimes computers just don't work, and if I don't know how to do it on paper, I end up chucking my phone or whatever.
Because the computer doesn't work.
It's the computer. It's definitely not the operator. It's definitely the operator. But in any case, I'm old school. I like to write everything down anyway. I like to keep notebooks. I like to see my own print. I know this is weird. I love writing. I love cursive writing, and I love writing. So
Anyway, I hope that helped you, Sheila. And if I made it even mushier in your head, I apologize.
yes.
Sometimes I don't explain things very well, but
Hey, I'm with you. So, wrapping it up, we have this week coming. We have Friday. It's Crockpot Friday.
Crockpot Friday. It's Taco Friday too, which
Tacos.
is kind of fun.
Oh yes, we are so excited about that. And so we get to all get together, and then we get to see everybody's haul from market, because everybody's.
I know. I can't wait to hear about all the market stories.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Stephanie's going to share her first market experience.
That'll be fun.
That'll be so much fun. And then,
Of course, we'll probably already know about it because we're going to be watching Just Keep Stitching tomorrow when they come out with their
that's
new video.
right. Yeah, because they're videoing today.
Yep.
So, and then everybody's probably already gotten their haul that they've ordered from market. So I can't wait to see what everybody's gotten.
I didn't order anything.
You're so lame.
I'm the lamest.
You're the coolest, lamest person
I have
ever.
never been cool a day in my life. Never.
I think it's hilarious.
So the other thing though we've got going on is we've been trying to do a video every 2 weeks.
Yes.
But we are gonna sneak one in next Wednesday also, if we can, because I'm gonna be heading out on vacation, and then shortly after I get back, this one's heading out on vacation. So we're gonna try to get them in as we can.
Yes.
When we're both still in town, which for the next couple months are gonna be hit or miss.
Yes, because I can't wait to share with you guys my next project that I'm going to be starting. So I'm going to be starting the Cross-Eyed Crickets Summer to replace my winter on the wall. And so I'm going to start that. And then I have some small little things that I'm going to start just so that when I'm out, you know.
Can you stitch in the car?
In the car?
Yeah, well,
like when we're driving?
When John's driving, would you be able to stitch? I can. I can't read in the car, but I can knit or stitch as long as it's
and that's weird. I love to read in the car.
Oh, I get car sick.
Because John has a very weird music that he loves to listen to.
Bagpipes? Was it bagpipes?
One was Spanish bagpipes, or maybe they were Latin American bagpipes. The man is very strange. He is so weird.
I would love to hear that.
Oh my
I'm gonna have to
gosh.
ask him to-
Not on a road trip over, and then he's like, well, this one's a little different. It sounded like the first one. And then the next one sounded like the first one. And then he got his genre of he's so eclectic in his music choices.
He's funny. I like John.
Oh my gosh, I like him too. But he goes from that to he loves Celtic music. Loves Celtic music. And I like a lot of his Celtic music, but I don't want to tell him because then he'll think that I like all of his choices of music. I'm not kidding. And then he goes from there to country or way out there bluegrass.
Oh.
You know, the kind where they're playing with a broomstick in a jug with a string, and then the other one's on the spoons. I'm not kidding. One person, he was like, hey, I found this video. Come over here. put something in their mouth, and it was like ring, ring, ring,
Mouth
ring,
organ,
ring,
yeah.
ring, ring, whatever it was.
So that's why you read in the car.
I read, and then I put my earphones in, and sometimes I listen to music while I'm reading because I don't want to listen to his. But it is fun because he just loves it, and he has these facial expressions, and I die laughing at him. I mean, I'm dying. I'm laughing so much, and he goes, "Oh, you like this?" I'm like, yeah,
I like the music,
it's
Ron.
good."
Mhm.
And so, but I don't know. I've not been very successful in stitching in the car, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I have this tiny little Honda Fit.
Is that what you're driving?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
gonna drive
gotcha.
the Honda Fit to Texas. By the way, guys, anybody who lives in Texas around the Dallas area, I'm looking for LNSs to go to.
Ooh, I went to one.
I know.
When I
Was it by Dallas?
Yep, it was on the east side of Dallas. I'll look up. I don't remember the name, but I've got it at home.
Oh, that would be great because my daughter and her husband are having their baby, and so
First-
they're gonna
first
baby. Oh, and so they're gonna want some time by themselves, and this is one of the reasons why we decided to drive because I want to spend some time looking around Dallas, and I told my husband, I said I'm planning on going to cross stitch stores, and he's actually going to come with me to the cross stitch stores because he hasn't even been to our local one up at Keepsakes. And so he says, yeah, I might come with you so that I can see what all of this is about.
I think he
Right.
wants to keep an eye on her
The
spending.
budget.
But
I totally believe he wants to keep. Do you really need that? I mean, don't you have one just like this?
yes, I need it. Yes, I have one like this.
Go find that guy who's sitting out reading the newspaper while his wife shops. Go
Yeah.
talk to
I think he
him.
wants to talk about bluegrass music.
Or Latin American bagpipes. But anyway,
Anyway,
guys,
so we have fun stuff coming up.
we do have a lot of fun stuff coming up. So we will probably see you next week.
Hmm. Yep.
And thank you for sharing your time with us. And as you could tell, thank you for your comments because we read every single one. Sometimes we'll just put a heart because there's no response needed, just to let you know how much we appreciate you doing. Other times we may do paragraphs or we may just do a little quick response, but we appreciate all of it. I really appreciated
I
the
do
help.
too.
So we are Crystal and
Lisa.
and we are Stitching the Dream. See you guys next week.
Bye, everyone.